Welcome, welcome. You are watching the YouTube channel of Taylor Muscle, founder of the Women's Muscle Movement. Hope you enjoy. Hello, League. Thank you for joining me today. I'm so excited for you to be joining me today. Today, I am reviewing my experience with creatine, right? The two creatines that I've had experience with and that I've taken are the MedRx pill form creatine and the creatine from Now Foods, right? And they're both monohydrate, creatine monohydrate. So I'm briefly going to go over what my experience with it has been. Now, like many women, I kind of was a little bit afraid of taking creatine because of the water weight. Like, you hear a lot about, okay, water weight, right? We already have our menstrual cycles and we already go through those periods, and that increases our water rate. So I don't want to increase my water weight by taking a pill, you know? So anyhow, what I experienced, I have a little paper down here that I wrote, make sure I stay on track. What I experienced with it and pertaining to recovery is I didn't notice much difference with recovery. But that's not saying that it won't help with recovery, because I've been training for a while now, so I don't really get sore. I don't feel, fatigued very much. I train every day, by the way. Strength, I didn't notice any strength increases, right? But what I did notice is stamina increases. I was able to lift for longer. I had more energy. I didn't fatigue as quickly, right? And so, of course, if you're going to be lifting longer, right, you're going to increase your strength eventually from lifting longer, and you're going to increase your muscle mass. So stamina is what I did notice. I did not notice strength increase per se. Water weight. Now, I did not notice any scale gains. The scale did not go up. But what I did notice is visual, like, water gain, right? I noticed that my muscles were a little bit more fluffy for the first 2 weeks. It was a little bit more fluffier. My face was a little bit more fluffier. And, it was holding water. But that went away after 2 weeks, right? My body wasn't holding as much of the water. And the idea I kind of get in my head of it, I'm not saying this is scientific at all, but the idea I get in my head of it is that, like, originally when I started taking it, the water was filling my muscles, on the outside, and then over time it kind of just soaked in, because then my muscles got fuller and like bigger looking, right? I find that with creatine, it's a lot easier to maintain muscle. It's not as much of a battle than when I wasn't on creatine, right? There was like a little bit of a battle. I had to be making sure I was taking in my adequate proteins, like, on point, or else it would feel like, I'm not saying this is the case, but it would seem like I was either not growing muscle as quickly, or I wasn't maintaining it as easily. It was like a battle. But I find that with creatine, muscle just sticks around a lot more, and it's a lot more visible too, right? I did notice a little bit more vascularity, which I know may be a turn off for some women, but I kind of like it. It's kind of sexy to me. So I did notice a little bit more vascularity with creatine. One of the things that I did notice, like a side effect, I guess you could say, when I started taking it was cotton mouth, which there are quite a few people who experience the same thing, which, if you don't know what cotton mouth is, that's when your mouth is kind of dry and your throat's kind of dry and you feel like you need to be drinking like a lot of water and it doesn't go away. But I experienced that for about, say, like a week and a half, and then it went away. Right now, I'm not really noticing any differences over time. I've been taking it for, let's see now, 2 months. I haven't noticed any changes since like the first 3 weeks. I feel like the first 3 weeks it kind of just settled in, and then I'm not noticing any differences. And it's great. I take it every day, 5 grams, and I'd recommend it. I would totally recommend creatine for women, especially if you want to maintain muscle, you want to make it the process a little bit easier for you and your body, right? So that is my review of creatine. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching the video. Like the video if you liked it. Leave comments down below. Let me know your experiences with creatine. Let the rest of the viewers know your experience with creatine. And subscribe. Thank you for watching. Till next time. Subscribe. and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.